going on, India is pulling out all stops to secure the Obamas, who will be arriving on a 3-day visit on the 25th of this month. A 7-layer security ring will be securing the world's most powerful couple, and the Ministry of Home Affairs has issued instructions to close down airspace around the capital, enforcing a no-fly zone in a radius of 300 kilometers where no civil aircraft can take off or land. In a first, India will deploy airborne warning and control systems during the Obama visit that can detect incoming aerial threats from over 400 kilometers away. Snipers will be deployed at more than 70 high-rise buildings around central Delhi. With tight security in place and several roads sealed, traffic jams have become the order of the day for Delhiites. Diversion and endless hours on the road are adding to the woes of Delhiites. Now, the US first couple will also be visiting Agra on January the 27th, with senior police and intelligence officers reviewed security arrangements ahead of the visit. To ensure security, the Agra administration has demanded 10 company central paramilitary forces and 12 of the PAC. The Obamas will be traveling an 11-kilometer stretch to reach the Taj. While the UP government has recommended barcode tickets for tourists, a team of 40 US security experts already has inspected the Taj Mahal. There are in fact already traffic woes ahead of the Republic Day celebration. Remember, this is as heavy security arrangements have been put in place ahead of Barack Obama's visit. Not only will he have a layer of 7 security personnel around him, but all stops are being pulled out not only in the capital but even surrounding areas like Jaipur and Agra that the Obamas will be visiting. That is Agra, the Taj Mahal, with security experts already reviewing the monument. The India Today Global Roundtable. Shiv, over to you.
Well, Sanjana, it's been an extremely fruitful day so far, even though the actual roundtable is right in the middle. Very interesting things that have been said, not just about expectations for President Obama's visit, but also the many things that have been covered in the interview, the exclusive interview that President Barack Obama has given to the India Today group, his only interview ahead of his arrival here as our national guest for Republic Day. Now, several catchphrases have been, taken out from that interview. Everybody talking about it, about the defining partnership of the 21st century, natural allies, the entrepreneurial and democratic instinct that unites the two countries. All of these themes being talked about in a very big way by all of the experts and commentators who've visited here. We've heard so many of those voices already. But I can tell you one thing, Sanjana. Unlike the US media, which has largely sort of confined this visit to be a symbolic one, I can tell you that many of the people we've been speaking to here, retired diplomats like Nirupama Rao, commentators, observers, people who've been in government, who've dealt directly with visits of this kind, believe there's plenty on the table between India and the United States. In fact, just about 30 minutes from now, I will be moderating a session with India's Environment Minister on the issue of climate change. Now, if you look at the bilateral issues, between India and the United States, specific to this particular visit of President Obama, clean energy, energy efficiency, climate change, global warming, they are enormously important. They're on the table. There are possible deliverables between India and the United States as far as climate change is concerned. It may not be, if I may use the word sexy, it may not be as sexy as, say, some of the other things like defense cooperation and other things like trade and investment and the trillion-dollar economies that they're looking to achieve. But things like climate change, energy efficiency, energy security, it's impossible to state just how important those really are. And I think all of those issues have been covered in this interview that President Obama has given to the India Today group. So it's going to be very interesting to look at A, what's been said in this interview, and B, what perhaps is finally achieved in terms of either agreements or a joint statement that sends out a signal to the world when President Obama and Prime Minister Modi meet.
Shiv Arora, Deputy Editor, thank you so much for bringing us that update, obviously from the very, very interesting session that's been going on since early this morning from the India Today Global Roundtable.